we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Western Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Pick up on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Creates a little room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Allen. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hilltoppers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Making side adjustments here. Off play action. With the catch, it's Perkins. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. FIU pushing tempo. Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Turns it on at midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. FIU pushing tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the 1st quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the 2nd quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. 1st down. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and more. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Right on the money. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire 1st half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the 1st half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the 2nd half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Looking for a crease. It's Hutchinson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida International offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now,
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss from his defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Makes one man miss. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area.
Touchdown, Florida International. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 32 over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Grab behind the line. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Right on target this time. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hilltoppers have this offense rolling.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
FIU pushing tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, FIU. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody, blitz everybody, live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Ready to fire from the pistol. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a throw on first down, first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Got his man on the right. He gets it in. Touchdown, Topper. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Western Kentucky, 14.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU will line up to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Perkins. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now you're...
A shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. Attack. Touchdown, WKU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 29 over New Mexico State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets the back moving. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU pushing tempo.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. The teams
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he makes the extra point.
Western Kentucky, 21.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Sometimes just punt the ball. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why...
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Sometimes it's just